how many minutes honestly you spend with your child? Not with your spouse, with your child. You don't need to answer me, you answer your own conscience. Are you happy with the time you spend with your child? Yes or no? I think you have to go and give your confession to your own churches. For me, as I stand here, most of the parents are falling under that category, not spending enough time with the kids. 2 weeks back, I was in Dubai. A couple brought a child. She is only 9.5 years old, and told me, Father, this child is telling me that she has a lot of headache and she thinks she has a brain tumor. Then they thought this child is crazy. Then after a week she said, Mama, I have a stomach pain. I think I have a cancer. Then they were thinking, what's going on with our kid? Then she said one day she woke up the mother at 1 o'clock in the night and told, Mom, on 28th of September, I will die. At that time only parents woke up. This is not normal. For a 9.5-year-old child to come and tell a parent, I have a brain tumor, stomach cancer, and exact date to die. Then they were very good. Immediately they took to a GP, general practitioner, to check whether physically the child is okay. Always remember, when a child has a problem, don't take the child to a priest first. You will bury the child soon. Please don't take, including me, don't bring the child. First to take a child to a general practitioner. Check the body whether physically the child is okay. If the GP rules out, take the child in his referral to a psychologist or a psychotherapist or a psychiatrist according to need. For this child, the doctor said take the child to a psychiatrist. Psychiatrists they don't give so much time these days. Just look at and said, this child has got anxiety disorder and OCD, obsessive compulsive disorder. Gave her immediately tablets. And this child is coming like this. How are you? Fine, father. Very small, energetic child. Then I thought, what is going on? I sat with the child, the mother was there, father was sitting, and her sister was sitting there. And I talked. I could not have a breakthrough. Because whenever I was speaking to the child was connecting to her mother, looking at her. Looking at me. Every response she looks at the mother. Then I said, do you have something towards your mother? Are you all right? Yes, Father, she's the one making me everything, she said. So what do you do? I don't do anything. Then I asked the mother, what does this child do that she feels now cancerous? She feels having a tumor and she wants to end her life. Unconsciously or consciously. And she said, Father, she is addicted to tab, Father. This child always wants to tab. So I tried with her. I really tell her, stop it. But she doesn't. So I really have a problem. I said, is there any possibility that you can change? Now child cannot change. Child, who introduces a gadget to a child? If there are doctors, please tell me, or any fellows who are, your parent tell me, who introduces a gadget to a child? Hello? Of course, you're not your parish priest. Or do you give phone to anybody? No, we don't. But the truth is, parents give it from From when, you know? From when? From the time they start to feed, they put the phone, iPhone in front, eat now. But we don't know how to be creative to make the child to eat. Those days, our parents never had a phone to distract the child to eat it. They had such an amount of creativity that they were able to say, hey, look at this moon, look at this one, hey, look at that one. Johnny is coming, eat now. Something was there. Parents were so genius those days, very creative. Now, only ChatGPT is creative now. For anything, is my mama a good mama? ChatGPT will say, she's a nonsense. Don't believe her. What? Everything. So you go to Google, ChatGPT and ask it, who is Father Peter? It will tell you, hey, is a nonsense. You will relate to me with the AI only. And these are all coming with our children. So I really spoke to the child and asked the child, you see, if you are able to really talk to your mother, have an understanding of a time frame, if you both agree on one place that you are able to talk to, then you can just use the phone. I will not be against for any child not to use the phone. But you need to help them how to use it, for what to use it, why to use it. This is what we need to help our children to do it. Because this world, we cannot live without this phone. I am a priest, I have a phone. I have a tab. But I am supposed to be following poverty, chastity, obedience. Supposed not to have all these things. But you cannot have your whole program running, morning in Abu Dhabi, afternoon in Sharjah, night in Alain. It will be crazy. And then you need an assistance here. That's why for me it's very important to understand this question. I would like to ask this question. Are we nurturing or torturing our children? Shall we ask some children? Are your parents nurturing you or torturing you? What do you think? Can I ask you? What do you think? Is your parents nurturing you or torturing you? Anybody? What do you think? Nurturing you? You go to heaven, okay? Is your parent nurturing you or torturing you? Nurturing. Oh, okay. You have good food tonight, okay? Okay. My brother, what do you think? Do they nurture you or torture you? He doesn't know. Excellent! Excellent. Okay. Who is that? Okay. Do you tell me, do your parents nurture you or torture you? One of you tell us. Nurture, yeah? Oh, very good, very good. Okay, who thinks my parents are torturing me, man? But I'm going to ask the same question to parents now, okay? Please tell the truth. What do you think? Your parents nurture you or torture you? Tell the truth. Don't be afraid of it. What do you think? Nurturing? Okay. What do you think? Nurturing. Okay. What do you think? Nurturing. Okay. Shall we ask the parents? Are the children nurturing you or torturing you? Parents only. Parents only. Please tell me. Hello. What do you think? Nurturing. Oh, he's very afraid of his child. Brother, what do you think? Oh, yeah. But I think this conference is not needed for them. All are saying everybody is nurturing each other. I want to tell you Somebody is torturing you. Make up your mind before I complete the thought. Either a child tortures you or you are torturing a child. You may not be honest or to be courageous to tell the truth. It is very hard because it might affect the other. But something is true. If you did see yourself, is my child torturing me? Or am I torturing them? Because most of the time, what is the biggest balance that we need to have for a child is very interesting. This we can tell from the Catechism of the Catholic Church, the family is the first school of faith. Father Chico told you in his introduction. Give values in your house. Let the values be practiced in the church. This is reciprocal. Don't send it to some teachers here, catechism teachers. Go, learn and come. What did the teacher tell you? Nothing. Then you abuse the teacher. What kind of teacher are you? Why the heck you are teaching our children? Then you fight with the catechism teachers. But the primary task, according to the Catholic Catechism, is lying on you. And nobody can impart the faith like a father and mother. Today I am standing here as a priest, not because of I admire a priest or a pope or a saint. I admire my father and mother. My father and mother, very simple people, but they were able to intercept into myself. They had a breakthrough into my life. And that is why I'm here. I used to see my mother pray. My father accompanying the prayer. Every day, it's not one day, till I finished to become and left for seminary, I always saw my mother praying every day. How about you? Does your child see you pray? Or you tell them, pray now! Why are you done praying? How will a child pray? How will a child pray when she can't see a model at home? You cannot tell go and see Saint Aquinas or Saint Prasadi. These are very good. They are very good. That's what they are saying actually. But what you do, that's why time is a greater than space. Children need time, not the things. But we replace them with things so that they don't ask for your time. This is where the bargaining between the children and the parents now. And children win it. Children are winning it time and time again. And they are making parents go crazy because they know they can get anything from you, but not the time. And you have only things, not the time. This is where the whole thing that we need to really look at, because these are the pillars I see as a parent need to balance. Whether it's a faith or work and school. Work because you are a person come to this country to work. Children have to go to school. They have their own stress, their own worries. Their world is different. And leisure and play. How often you go with your children out? Not to a hotel to eat, but together. How often you spend time together? And this is where, and what's the digital boundary you have in your house? And this is what I would like to dwell with you just for 15 to 20 minutes. And when you see these 4 pillars where faith, daily prayer, for me is a must if you are a believer. Whichever church you go, whatever is your principle, whichever is the virtue you stand for, If there is no time for God in our family, there is something seriously going on in parenting. That is the top priority for me. Prayer, children have to look up to you, and will you be offered to give them every day? Whether you give 5 minutes, 7 minutes, 10 minutes, half an hour, 15 minutes, up to you. Up to your own resources, emotional, material resources. For me, Sunday Mass is a must. You bring your children and you go. You drop them here, you don't come. And children know parents are roaming around somewhere. They will come after the Mass. Are you here in presence? Where is your presence when your child is learning with a third party? Because it's very important, even here in the cathedral, Father Chito and Father Abhishai, Sister Rima, this team with their collaborators, they are doing a lot of things for you. Whichever your church you belong, they give you constantly some permission. And you need to approach and ask, is there any permission for a non-Catholic parents for us? You need to come. So that you may be able to bring our children to God. Because for me, the first pillar is faith. If faith has got a problem, this child will not make it. As a pastoral counselor, I know for sure 100% this child will not make it in the life without faith. You ask any psychologist in the world, any psychiatrist in the world, they will tell you faith in God is nothing can be replaced. You have to do something there. But don't make it crazy. Don't make them to really, stretch them so much. They hate prayer. One girl told me, Father, my father and mother pray so loud and so fast. I don't like them, she said. So you need to look at what's the type, what the style, what the tone the children like in this faith. This is very important. Celebrate small liturgical feast at home. You don't need to bring a big party at home, but something you need to really look at it. The second one is leisure and play is very important. For me, every 15th day with the children and spouse, you must have a leisure and play somewhere here in Abu Dhabi. If you have, then it is going to strengthen you. Because unstructured playing time builds the creativity and mental health. You must know, after COVID, mental health is the one that is attacked, not physical. Not physical. Ask any doctors that they will tell you mental health is really declining. Terribly. With all the parents as well as children. And it's very hard for me to sit with the parents, to sit with the children. Mostly I see it's a mental health issues. And they are thinking I'm a priest, I can help them spiritually. No, don't blanket everything with the spiritual. And this is where you need to really look at, because this will help you to have a healthy mental thing only with the digital boundaries. If you are not having a digital boundary, how much time I as an adult can use this material? How much time my child can use this material? And that is where you can really make things work for you. Because work for parents and school children, if you really look at, there's a newest study released just 3 weeks back. It tells spend 7 minutes before school with a child. 7 minutes after school. 7 minutes before they go to bed. Every day. If you do it, I think that will really balance somewhat. Some parents only come home only 2 o'clock, 3 o'clock. Some parents only see the children once in a month when they are walking around. Otherwise, they are all zombies. Either they are zombies or you are zombies. You don't meet each other. And that is very alarming for me, and it's not good, because what is the best time to sleep for kids? Now, I'm not saying when there is school. When there is no school, when is the best time to sleep? I didn't hear. 9 o'clock. Huh? 9 o'clock. 12 o'clock. Yeah, I like that. That is the truthful answer. That is all. Because most of the kids, other day one parent brought me a child and said, "Father, this guy is watching the cell phone inside the blanket at 2 o'clock. I asked, "What are you doing?" "Reels, Father, reels." I watch reels. And they thought, yes, what is something? So if you really look at, even 2 o'clock children are sleeping. And if children are not sleeping, what about parents? When do parents go to sleep? They don't sleep at all. Here, actually, sleep deprivation is the highest problem in Abu Dhabi, Dubai, Sharjah. And there's so much of deprivation of sleep. So, for a mental health, you can pray, you can eat nicely, you can do exercise, you can do many things. But if you don't sleep, I tell you, you will be on tablet very soon. You will not. Therefore, somehow you need to look at, I just would like to propose few books for you to look at. If you are able to get them and read them. These are about 7 to 8 books I brought for you to look at. The Rhythm of Hope. This book is a very beautiful book for the parents. It talks about how to have the help from families to love God and to balance things. Small book only. It's a nice book. You can really look at it, because this is another one. This author, Melissa Kruger, she's an excellent presenter for children. She brings a lot of ideas for the parents of this time. Especially, she addresses a lot of issues related with the stress in school as well as in the workplaces. And this is very good to read for short time. Then you will make it and they will do too. They will do. This book is really about, talks about the trust and communication, mental health, and setting limits in timings, how much time I should spend, what can I spend with the child. All these are very good for you to really look at it. This is a one book. It's not actually one book. It's a collection of books put in one book. The Power Course. Super book to read, and it gives you a lot of ideas about balancing your career and your family. Super insights are there to really look at the possible way. Balancing Family Life is another book I thought that you can read any time of this year before the 2025 finishes. That also gives you practical tips for balancing the family. And this is where I really think this book also a collection of so many books into one, and it gives you faith-based, but it connects with others. This another book is not actually, this is forming families and forming saints. Are we having children as celebrities or saints? Are you parenting the children to be celebrities or to be saints? Parents, what do you think? How do you do a parenting to make your child? Are they really going to be a saints one day, or they are going to be a shining stars like celebrities? Which one? Which one you are now really parenting? Hello? You understand English, right? The way you bring, I'm worried now. So, most of our parents are looking at, my child must be a famous child. My child must be the best child. She must be on the top of the school. She must be the one who must be rocking everywhere. And we are boasting. How is your child? Oh, Father, she is in London, Father. She is doing this. Because that's why we are really very happy. And how is the life? Yeah, it's okay. They are not happy. They are fighting. They are at the verge of divorce. Lot of things we hear. That means they reached the celebrity, but they did not reach the holiness. And we, believers as parents, have to really target this one. If you really want to go in for cinematic world, then you can create a celebrity child. We are not creating a celebrity child, and it's not going to help anyone. Another book I really look at this is the Faith at Home. It's a very small book actually. It gives you how do you do family life as a spiritual formation. A nice book actually. This book, my favorite book actually, it has got a lot of things for people who are struggling with the spouses as well as with the children pressure. Good book actually. It really gives you the tools for balancing your life actually. Then this one, Habits of the Household. This has got so many habits which are going around in our families. Some of the household chores are eating the people and not allowing them to be protected. This is where this book is telling, be conscious of which is eating you, which is chewing your mind, which is making you going through like that. That's what. So for me, holiness more than good behavior. This is for me very crucial because a child may be having a few good behaviors, but holiness is at stake. Do not, secularize the thing because growing in holiness, as in Job 17 chapter, the 9th verse tells us, that is where we connect to God. When we please God and God bless us, protect us, and gives us all what we need. And this, without God, I don't think it is all possible actually. In this book where I see that flames of faith, you know that when you are baptized in your church, you are entrusted with the light of Christ. Is that light on or dim or dead? Hello? You received the light of Christ? Yeah. I said hello, he said hi. He's the only one who woke up here in the morning. All weather, okay, say whatever you want. The truth, if you really look at this one, this is very, very important. The light that we receive from the faith and the church, is it still burning or dimmed or died out? If it is still burning, your children are benefiting from that light. If it is dimming, go to someone who can make it workable for you. That is why I ask you, all of you, don't pressurize the child. Go for sacrament. Do the baptism. Do confirmation. I'm telling you. No, don't. That's why I ask the question, are you torturing your child or nurturing your child? You may like, as a grandmother, your grandchild wants to be baptized. Did you ask the child, do you want to be baptized? No. Then why you are dragging and bringing Father Chito? Pour the water. Father, Son and the Holy Spirit, baptize. Do you think the child will come to church? The child will hate you, hate Father Chito, and us. We have to be very careful these days. Thank you for the clap. Because it is very important. Very important for a child. Sit with the child before you bring the child to ask for sacrament from the church. Do your homework there. Sit with the child. Nurture the child. You don't have to force it. A child will say, no, I like to be baptized a little later. at the age of 11. Wait. You should be alright. But why we are? Because we are in a rush. Child is not in a rush. Child needs to process. Let her come for classes. Let her really assimilate the ideas, what she is learning and taking. Let her understand, oh no, I need Jesus. I love Jesus. I want to be baptized in the church. I want to be a better person. This is where we really need to really make things work actually. Now, discipline, teaching, correction, virtues, all these are not end in themselves. Because what is required is holiness. Whose holiness? Children's holiness or your holiness? Hello? Parents, please answer me. Children's holiness or parents' holiness? If your holiness is under attack, children will not have discipline. They will not obey you. They will not follow your direction. Because you don't have moral authority. Moral authority comes by the holiness. And that is where you connect. That is where you meet your child. And this is what is very important, because if you shift it, this measure, child is really behaving well, doing well at school, following rules. Are you happy? Hello? The child is doing well in the school, following all the rules possibly. Are you happy? Yes. What makes you happy? Is the child growing in love? Is the child growing in humility? Is the child growing in charity? Is the child growing in relationship with God? That must make you happy. Not the child going to school regularly. Not the child getting the best mark. But this child is a best mark child, but cannot respect the other people. Cannot respect the elder. Cannot listen to the other. There is some serious problem here. So we as a parents have to nurture virtues of love, charity, humility and relationship with God constantly. If these four things are not going well with you, it will not go well with the children. And this is where, when setting rules and correcting misbehavior, always link back how this helps you. I am asking you to sleep at 9 o'clock. How does it help you? Don't sleep because mama is telling you to sleep at 9 o'clock. No, ask the child. If you go to bed 9 o'clock, how does it feel for you? Do you feel good in the morning? Or if you go to bed at 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock or 1 o'clock, are you waking up in the school or sleeping and drowsy? This is where we need to really have the dialogue, because it's a small things like patience, kindness, forgiveness in children. This makes us to be proud of one day. Our children and the humanity will look up to our children because they have a forgiveness like Nelson Mandela. They have a forgiveness like Mother Teresa, charity. And the digital boundary like Saint Carlos Aquinas. A boy who used the digital world, but he made God as a priority. Prasati is known for trekking. And he spent time walking on the mountains, spending time with the loneliness, that which he was suffering, and meeting God in that aloneness. You can find a way, but who will help you to find a way? And this is where you need to really look at, be proactive, clear about modern dangers. Do you know the dangers around you? Do you alert your children? Or you are making them to be very stereotyped? Or are you making them like very scrupulous? Some Catholics morning confession, 11 o'clock confession, 2 o'clock confession, and evening confession. Why? You're scrupulous. You don't know how to process your emotions with the sins. And this what we transfer. Go to confession. You know that joke, no? That one boy, every time whenever mama tells something, he will always do somersault. Then mama is very fed up to go to the priest for confession, tell him, let him do some penance for you that he can do. Then he went to the confession to the priest. Father, my mother sent me for confession. What is your problem? You know, I like the somersault. What is somersault? My father said, I don't know. Can I do it for you, father? Then we brought the father out of the confession. And there was big queue standing there. This boy was doing somersault. Seeing this, all people ran away. They thought that penance is going to be a somersault. This is a problem for us. We cannot pressurize that. And this one, we need to be careful because in this, whatever this one, it is very sensitive topic, so what I will put there. Our children are walking in a very sensitive lining. They don't know where it ends and where it starts, this material. Even you, as an adult, you know how fragile we have become. We are consuming materials which we never asked for in the digital platform. And we went for material that will make us to sustain. But at the end of the day, it makes us to feel guilty, ashamed, and sinful and dirty. Are you emotionally dirty? I am not asking you physically dirty. Are you emotionally dirty? And this is where you need to help our children because lies, misleading ideas in the culture everywhere. How do you help our children to relate with all kinds of children? We are living in Dubai, Sharjah, Abu Dhabi. Around 105 to 106 cultures are mingling here. How do you help our children to respect the other culture? Do you really ask them to greet them and make them to really relate with them? And this is very important for me because the family culture conversation is dying in our families. And you need to be very, very careful because keep a tech-free time. Maybe it's a bedtime or a prayer time. Even these days, praying rosary is done by the phone only. Better we avoid this thing so that we do not recourse to digital platform for prayers. And this is where creating a family, this moral compass is important. You are that moral compass as a parent for the child. Child will go this side or this side, only seeing you. And this is very important for us. I only ask the Lord to help you that we may all be able to be a better parent, balancing work, leisure, and things of digital life. May you all stand up. Let's say the prayer together. We say it together. You don't need to repeat after me.